Hey guys, it's Photogenic Firearms here. This is actually my first YouTube video, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I'm gonna be, trying this out. So if you're following me from Instagram, thank you for following me. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I have an Instagram page. It's called Photogenic_Firearms. Showcases all of my rifles, all my guns, as well as my partnership with University Gun and Pawn Shop to be able to bring content to you. With this video, this is going to be my first one. I thought I'd bring out my most badass rifle, personally. It is the model of 1903 Springfield. This particular one is made by Remington. It is in the 3.1 million serial number range. This was also loaned to Greece as well after the war. You can tell that because there is a B on the floor plate right here, as well as the floor plate is pinned. Where you would ordinarily be able to take a bullet and be able to pop the floor plate off, there is a pin through it. So this, as well as on top of that, with this Type C stock you see here, over here in the corner, the actual serial number of the rifle is engraved in the stock, which are just some traits that the Greece loaned rifles were given, which I don't particularly want to restore back to what it used to be because it's its own little bit of history. But this is my M1903. This was built in World War II in 1942, roughly, 42, 43, and it's a beast. It's beautiful. It and my Lee Enfield No. 1 Mark III Star are my favorite rifles to shoot, and they're my favorite rifles in general. If you look here, you have the middle barrel sight on the M1903. Personally, I think that this little curve right here is sexy. It's what actually attracted me to it. If a rifle could be sexy, this would be it. Some differences between the 03 and the 03A3, the 1903A3, are actually, obviously the big difference is that there's no middle sight on the 03A3. The sight is a peep sight on the back, right? That's what everybody is drawn to. But the other part is that the 1903A3 actually has a lot of stamped parts, while the model of 1903, this is all milled. The front barrel band, that is actually a milled piece. The barrel band is a milled piece. The floor plate is milled on this as well. And the trigger assembly, if you can see here, the trigger is round, while on the A3, the trigger actually drops down a little bit more and comes in, which I think is mostly to be able to help with gloves in the winter weather. Now, what really I love about this rifle is that it just has some unique characteristics. Now, if you can see, I don't know if anybody is familiar with the 1903 model, but you can see the action here is a Mauser action. There's actually a lawsuit about that. The U.S. had to pay about $200,000 or so to Mauser in Germany. But on here, you can see this is the safety, right? It has the different locking lugs that are on here, which you really can't see. There's one that's right here. There's also some in the back. So it's one of the strongest actions there is out there. But it also has something that is really unique. It is the magazine cutoff switch that's located right there, right? It says off, okay? You can also flip that to on, okay? And it also has this setting right here where it's outward, okay? The reason behind that, in this setting, when you open the bolt comes almost all the way back. So you see here how the bolt head's right there? It actually blocks the stripper clip. If I was to take this stripper clip right here, try to insert it, it's not going to go down. See that? Doesn't work. Now the idea behind that is you take an individual round and you place it right in the tray and are able to cycle the bolts with one, as well you can have 5 in the chamber, and in the magazine, sorry. And that's the purpose behind it. So you can cycle 1 round at a time and save 5 for later if your position's overrun or some such. It's a holdover from late 1800s and early 1900s, but it went in even with the 03A3 as well. Now, if I close this, I'll just turn around to show you. We take this, flip that bad boy up, okay? This is what happens. Ready? Fall all the way back. It holds open. The floor plate comes all the way up, and it prevents the bolt from moving forward, which means that it holds open in the last shot. Now, if you also notice, these stripper clips go completely in it, and should this be depressed, it would cycle all 5 rounds, okay? That's the purpose behind it, and you could cycle each of them. That's how I would do it at the range. Okay? So, the other thing I want to show you too with it is actually the safety. So, we talked about the safety being right here, but this is the firing configuration. And you push this up, right here, it's been a little trouble there. That means that this is safe, but the bolt can still open. This configuration, where you push it down to the other side, that means that bolt's not going to open, and ensure you're safe. Now flip it right back to its original firing configuration. It's live. Now I'll open it up. Okay, so I close it. I'm ready. I'm going to press the trigger in, push it all the way up, and close the bolt like that. Did not discharge, and that is how you close the action, prevent it without dry firing and hurting the firing pin. Okay, so this is the 1903 Springfield. The other aspect too that most people don't realize is that this front sight is actually set for about 400 yards, 400 meters, which means that in this configuration, the battle configuration, you're shooting far out. If I was to go to my 100-yard range, obviously it's going to shoot high, and it does. It shoots really high. So to be able to shoot it at 100 yards, I put it in this configuration. A lot of people mention that on Instagram. Why is it up like that? Well, it's up like that because this bottom rung, if you look right there, YouTube, look right there, you'll see that there's a sight right there, the piece down at the bottom. That piece right there is where you aim, okay? That's set at a 0 for 100, 200 yards, and it's accurate as all get out. It shoots straight on, and I love it. Now, there's also a second sight to look through up here, and that's set for a little bit higher, but this is what I use down here at the base of that triangle, okay? So that is the sight on it. There'll be another video on the 03A3. That 03 is Smith Corona. This one's made by Remington. The last thing I wanted to show you as a takeaway, this is a 30-06 round. This rifle shoots 30-06. This is 303 British, which is the Enfield shoot. As you can see, size comparison wise, right? It's bigger than the 303 British. This is the Russian 7.62 by 54R. This is what the Mosin Nagant shoots. Mosin Nagant has more powder in the base, but check it out. It's a taller round. The casing is a lot different, and it's not rimmed. And finally, what a lot of you might be more familiar with, this is 7.62 by 39. So AK-47, SKS rifle, depending on your AR configuration, 7.62 by 39. Yes, this is a mid-level cartridge interim for different ranges, but look at that. This thing is a beast. The recoil on this is nice, but this is the round that this shoots, and it's a very powerful round. It's a very awesome round, and I love it. So I just wanted to show you that in comparison, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your evening, whatever the case may be. This is my first YouTube video. I'm going to be trying to put some range video at the end of this, but I hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and I look forward to making some more for you. So like, subscribe, comment, and follow. Have a great day. Forgenetic Firearms signing off.